Right, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. My name is Maxim. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I came across this opportunity in February, but it didn't make sense to me. But 30 days ago, exactly 30 days ago, to date, I saw it through some good friends who are based in the United States. They explained the concept and how this can best work for me. And then I've just started running with it. So my idea is just to share with you guys how this can best work for you. It doesn't matter where you're starting from as low as you want to start, where you're comfortable, and you can build it up to level 12 as long as you follow the plan or the strategy that we're going to share with you here. So basically, it simply says how to turn $40 to $60 into $1,000 each and every month with Forsage smart contracts. What I'll add there is that also I'm going to share with you how you can earn 19.2 Ethereum in the next few days with just 12 people. How we are going to do that, we'll share towards the end. So if you are here for the first time, stay until the end, then you'll understand how this is going to work for you to your advantage. So how you get paid daily from home with smart contracts. Throughout history, people have been looking for ways to empower themselves economically by working together when they do not have enough cash reserves or credit to do that on their own. That's where things like Rosky and revenue sharing, crowdfunding, cooperatives came into being. This is similar to that. We're just helping each other to achieve better things. The key thing is that what is your why? Where do you want to achieve? What's your destination? If you want to get from point A to point B, you need the best vehicle to take you to that. If I live in Manchester, it will take me about 4 hours to drive to London, for example. If I decide to walk, it will take you probably 4 months to get there. So it's just the vehicle or the means that you are going to employ to use that. So with this now, we've found Forsage as a means which can help you to achieve that, basically. What are we going to use? We're going to use innovation, technology, and we've got one of the developers here, Ladom. If you want, you can go and Google about him, but he's one of the guys who developed the plan or the program that we're going to use in regards to Forsage. With advancements in technology such as internet, cryptocurrency, smart contracts, people global are now able to connect, do business and support one another at levels previously unimaginable without a central authority bank, cooperative controlling or compromising their interactions. Now let's look at Forsage. What is Forsage? You can access recurring income without a job. Most people right now are here in America, 30-something million people, they've lost their jobs, basically. But is this going to be the parachute for them, or is this something and lend this? I don't know, but it's up to them to look at this opportunity and say, can I create something from Forsage? Yes, you can create something for Forsage, but everything depends on the work ethic that you're going to put in as well. It's decentralized. You don't have any boss. You can wake up and look in the mirror and say, good morning, boss, as long as your other half is not behind you, which means you're just creating yourself. It's a smart contract. No one can run away with your money. You get paid instantly, directly to your private wallet. You are in control of that wallet. It's all controlled automatically by a pre-written program. No admin fees, no renewals, low entry cost. You can start as low as about $10, and you can build it as high that it starts paying you 10,000 or 20,000 every time it completes a certain level. No need for you to be a team builder, but if you decide to share with others, you can create tons of money from it. Some people say to me, Max, I don't know anyone. Every one of us has got at least 250 names in their mobile phones. All you are going to look for is just a minimum of 3 people. That's all you're going to look for. And those 3 people can help you build an empire for yourself. It all depends what you want to achieve. The most important thing is your why. Why are you doing something? Why do you want to get to where you want to go? If you don't have a good reason, maybe this is not a good opportunity for you. It's a computer program, a bit like an app on your phone. But instead of using it as a normal app, it exists on the Ethereum blockchain, which is an online record. It contains functions and rules. Once uploaded, these rules cannot be changed. The developers can't run away with our money. They can't shut it down. It's safe, it's permanent, and it's fixed. It will last as long as the internet exists and the cryptocurrency exists. The cryptocurrency is the future anyway. With smart contract, our money is instantly sent directly from member to member. There is no middleman. There is no company that holds and say you withdraw after 7 days, or then later on they find another excuse. Here, all requests, there are no requests, no approval, everything is automatic. When you are due a donation or a payment, it comes straight into your wallet. It's now up to you to decide what you are going to do. What we are going to show here, that is for illustration purposes. There are no guarantees that you will receive the income, but whatever a person receives is based on the individual work ethic and factors beyond your control. Just like if you get a job, most people want to have the roadmap. If you get a job, let's say I'm in Manchester and there is a job in London, you drive there, you find your way, you just need the address of that place. But some people want you to take them step by step. I've never seen a company that comes and picks you from Manchester and takes you to the job in London. You find they only need you to give you the address. But if you put the same effort that you put to your day job, just over broke, you will make tons of money here. But if the person is, you have to make that decision yourself, not anyone else. How does Forsage work? Forsage is a closed system without any deadlines. With a limited number of places and a limited number of re-entries, it has got two platforms. One is called Forsage X3 and the other one is called Forsage X4. These two platforms will create tons of money for you. All you need is to understand how each one works. All members can join through a referral link, and when you join, you activate Forsage X3 and X4 at the same time. The minimum you need is about $10. From that $10, it will be split into two. $5 goes into X3 and the other $5 goes into X4. So the minimum about 0.05 Ethereum, which is plus between $10 to $15 because the cryptocurrency fluctuates. When you invite partners, they're going to take places under you in Forsage X3. So I'm going to start explaining about Forsage X3. So this is how the distribution works. The first partner that comes under you automatically sits there and pays you 100% of the money that we are supposed to get in that level 1. So from level 1, you are going to receive 0.025 Ethereum because when you activated this position, you also sent to the person that is invited you 0.025 Ethereum, which means once you have done that, you give first and then you receive. Some people want to receive before they even give. You have to give first 0.025 Ethereum. Then the first person that you invite gives you 0.025 Ethereum. The second person gives you another 0.025 Ethereum. Now you've got about 0.05 Ethereum. The third person pays for you to start this again, which means gives your inviter that 0.025 again, just like you did in the beginning. So remember, the third person replaces you or takes your role and does this so that you get paid over and over again. So let's go into the second partner. Takes the place below you and 100% goes into your wallet. The third partner takes the place below you, but you receive 100% income, but in a form of a re-entry because this goes to your person that has invited you. Re-entry opens this level again, and you may continue to receive the income from it as the new partners join without you necessarily going into your pocket, which means once you activate a position, it will continue to pay you over and over again because this third person does that role for you in terms of recycling or you to re-enter that position over and over again. Let's look at it from a more practical point of view. So when you started, you gave 0.025 to the person that has invited you. You invite one person, they send you 0.025 straight from their wallet to your wallet. No middleman, it comes straight to you. The second person you invite, they send you another 0.025 Ethereum. The third person, automatically you get 0.05 Ethereum, which is enough for you to upgrade, which means you can start as low as $10 and upgrade to all the other levels. But this position will continue to pay you over and over again as this third person sends you 0.025 in the form of a re-entry so that it pays your inviter or the person that has invited you so that you start this process, once again. So you continue to recycle this level over and over again. As your team is duplicating what you're doing, you continue. Now you've taken 0.025 Ethereum, you send it to the person that has invited you, that's 0.025. Remember, you give, now it's your turn to receive. The first person that comes under you, or if this person upgrades, that's like you've done, they will send to you 0.025 Ethereum from their wallet straight into your wallet. The second person does that. Now you've got enough to use to upgrade to level 3. When you receive here on level 1 for the second time, that's now money in your pocket because this level is already active. Now you keep that 0.05 Ethereum. The third person does the same thing, upgrades. They will send on your behalf to your inviter, that's 0. So that you start this process once more again. So that's Forsage X3. So you continue to recycle over and over again. Now, there are 12 levels or 12 positions to activate in both X3 and X4, which means whatever the figures you're looking at, you need double for that, which means now what you're going to do is that here, to activate Forsage X3, you need 0.025 Ethereum. Same applies on X4, which means here now, if you have got $10 to activate X3, you need another $10 to activate level 2 on X4 as well. Now, what I'm going to show with you later on is that if you decide to start with 6 levels at once, which means level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, how you can create 19.2 Ethereum that will allow you to upgrade to these 2 levels. And if you teach your team, when they duplicate that, it also allows you to move to that level and eventually that level. Once you have activated any position, you stay active in that position as long as you are building your team. So basically you need twice the amount. If you add this together, you need about, in total, about 200 and something Ethereum in total for you to activate all the 12 positions in X3 and X4 at the same time. But start where you are comfortable. And if you apply the strategy that we're going to show you, you can also get to level 12 as soon as possible. Let's look at Forsage X4. Forsage X4 works a bit differently, but what it simply means that you have got your pay line, which is the second line here. The first line pays your sponsor or your inviter. So both Forsage X3 and X4 work at the same time, which means you've got 2 platforms that are paying you more or less at the same time. But in Forsage, excuse me, X4, your first and second partners invited by a referral link take 2 places below you and 100% goes to your sponsor, which means number 1, number 2, 100% goes to your sponsor. You also receive 100% from the 4 partners that sit in your pay line for 3, 4, 5, and 6. And one of them acts as a re-entry or pays for your behalf or buys this position again for you over and over. So which means you are going to receive into your wallet 3 incomes, basically. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 is used as a re-entry, which means, like I said earlier on, you first give 0.025 Ethereum, possibly to your inviter's sponsor or it's whoever invited you in. Then the first 2 people that come in are now paying your sponsor or your inviter, and you start to receive from there as well. So that's about X4. Let's look at it from a more practical point of view. You give 0.025 Ethereum to your inviter's inviter, and when your first person comes in, they give it to your sponsor. The second person comes, they do the same thing. They send the money to your sponsor directly from their wallet to your sponsor's wallet. That's why the smart contract, everything is programmed that it will know which wallet to send to. There's no mistake there. When you bring number 3 sends it to you directly, and when 2 of them have come in, you have got enough to upgrade to level 2 on X4. The third person comes in, they pay into your wallet again directly, and that's now your profit. That's what, which means this person basically replaces what you started with. But now what it means that it has also given you enough to move to the next level. When you end for the second time, you are going to keep all these 3 payments for the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and to infinity. This 6th person, what they do, they pay your sponsor on your behalf, excuse me, so that you start this process once again. Now you have upgraded to level 2, the same process happens. You took 0.05 Ethereum, you gave to your sponsor's sponsor, and then the first 2 people that come, you send to your inviter or to your sponsor, and number 3 and 4 give you enough, which you can use to upgrade to the next level. Number 5 pays you into your wallet, and then that's your profit. Number 6 does what number 6 does, pays for you to start this process all over again. So that's how simple this plan works. This is simple and straightforward. All you need to do is get started and invite a few people. You can start with a minimum. There's only need about 0.05 Ethereum. You just put extra for network fees, which is about $6 to $10 at that time. But right now you're looking at about $10 to $15 because the price of Ethereum is going up. The most popular option is for people to start with 4 levels, 3 on X4 and 3 on 4 also on X and on X4. This amount you're looking at about 0.08 Ethereum. I'll just round this up about 0.8 Ethereum, which is plus or minus $150 right now at the moment. Higher achievers can start from level 5 or level 6. I'm going to show you how you can start from level 6 and then you can achieve that and so forth and so forth. Then there are no timelines, deadlines, and levels will repeat automatically as new members come into the play. You can see all this happening in your team and whatever it is. We believe by concentrating our attention on this business, it can truly give you high incomes that can make high incomes become a reality for you. Now, if everyone duplicates, just bring in 3 people, which means they are also activating X3 and X4 at the same time, and everyone duplicates. Now you have reached level 12 just once. These are the incomes you're looking at. On X3, you realize about 153,000. On X4, you're looking at about 204,000. Wherever you are, you can convert this to your currency and it becomes a reality in terms of whatever currency you are. You're looking at about 350,000, which can be coming to you month after month, over and over again, provided you continue to support your team and everyone's duplicating, just bringing 3 people who also remain active. So the best is that if you have seen this for the first time, I will encourage you to get back to the person that has invited you, and they will share with you what we are going, how you can get started. But what I'm going to do for now is just to Right. Now, what you're going to do is to share with you the best way to grow this opportunity. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. You just need to find where you're comfortable. But what we are going to do is to share how you can best maximize, because we are using the system to your advantage. The word system simply means save yourself some time, energy, and money trying to do things complicated. If you take the system, what I learned from Brian and Duke is that they looked at how everything works and formed a strategy, which is a system. So this is what we're just going to share with you guys, how you can do. So if I'm going to start with $10, right? What I will do is just to show you just maybe 2 or 3 levels down. Before I bring anyone in, I create 3 individual personal accounts there. So this becomes my main account. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, I'm going to use X3 and X4. Right, this is X3. You've got 3 positions there. In X4, there are 6 positions to complete. So what do? You create 3 positions directly for yourself. What you're going to do is that now you are creating 4 incomes for yourself. Not that you just get paid once, you get paid 4 incomes. If you can't afford it, that's fine. What you're going to do, find 3 people that are going to fit in under there. But if everyone duplicates this, you will make tons of money. Now, when I start this position with my 0.05, which means it's going to come here, 0.025 will come into X3. But the other 0.025 comes there and pays my inviter. Number 2 comes, I'll put 2 there, pays me another 0.025. And there pays my inviter 0.025. Number 3 comes my third account, there. It allows me to recycle this position, and which means I've got 3 empty positions because it pays my sponsor another 0.025. But it comes and hits me there on X4, I've got another 0.025. So in total, I've got 0.075 Ethereum. How much did I start with? That much. Now, what do? Now, my role is to now find 3 people per account. I go and duplicate the same thing here. What am I doing? I'm inviting 9 people. If these people are also going to duplicate, opening 4 individual accounts, that's up to them. But I'm duplicating. They're all starting with 10. So let's call this one A, B, C. So A comes, pays this account, 0.025 Ethereum, and also pays me another 0.025 Ethereum. So on this account, it goes into the X3, but on here, it hits my X4. So I've got another 0.025 Ethereum. This account comes in. Where does it meet? It's going to hit me again. It pays here 0.025 and pays that account another 0.025, which means the same amount of money I made, which means this account will make 0.075 Ethereum, which means I'm also going to make, the main account will also make another 0.075 Ethereum times 3. So what it is that I've done, I've just created 12 accounts here, 3 which are personal, and these 9 are the people that I've invited. But what does it allow me to do? It allows this one to upgrade to level 2 and allows this account to upgrade to level 3. So already I'm now eligible to receive incomes on both my 4 accounts, 3 of them on level 2 income and my main account on level 3 income. Now, let's look at it from another point of view. Let's say instead of starting with $10, I start with 6 levels. 6 levels, that's 3.2 Ethereum. I'm going to do the same here, create 3 additional accounts at 3.2 Ethereum each, 3.2 Ethereum each, 3.2 Ethereum each. The same plan goes X300 and X4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, so this is my account. It's going to pay me 1.6 Ethereum, but it's going to send to my sponsor another 1.6 Ethereum. So which means it will hit me there, hit my sponsor there, and pay my sponsor 1.6 Ethereum, which means now I've earned 1.6 from my account. This one comes in, it will hit me there, 1.6 Ethereum, hit my sponsor, 1.6 Ethereum. I've got another 1.6 Ethereum. This third account comes, hits me there, but pays my sponsor. So my sponsor makes another 1.6, but it's going to hit me there on X4. I make another 1.6 Ethereum. How much have I got in total? 4.8 Ethereum. Now, what have I done here? I've created 4 incomes for myself. But what it is that if you look here, I started with 3.2. Right now, I'm already in profit of 4.8 of 1.6 on my main account. Now I want to do the same thing. I invite 3 people who also come with 6 positions at 3.2 each. The same applies. 1.6 Ethereum goes there. The other one comes to me, which means this account will make 4.8 Ethereum, just like my first account. But I will also, the main account will also make another 4.8 Ethereum. So 4.8 times 3, let's just make times 4 because I already received 4.8. That gives me 19.2 Ethereum. What have I done? Let's just clear this to make it simple. 3 accounts. I've invited 9 people. Right, so here I've made, the main account has made 4.8 times 3, and then 4.8 there. That gives a total of 19.2 Ethereum. What about these accounts? One of them, number 1, number 2, number 3, has also made 4.8 Ethereum. Now, because we started at level 6, which means 1, 2, 3 can upgrade to level 7, which means they need 3.2 Ethereum. They are going to take 3.2 Ethereum and upgrade, and each one of them will have a balance of 1.6. That's profit now. But that will help this account, which has got now 19.2 Ethereum, now to upgrade to level 7 and 8, which means by the end of the day, what did I do? I just invited 9 people. I haven't invited 20, 30, just 9 people already. I am now in level 8, or you are already in level 8 in your main account. Your other 3 accounts are now in level 7. And you remain, you are going to use 9.6 Ethereum because you want to activate both X3 and X4 at the same time. And we'll have a balance of 9.6 Ethereum. So which means you have used 9.6 Ethereum to upgrade to level 7 and 8, and you have got a balance of 9.6 Ethereum, which is about $2,000 US there in your pocket. Here, you've got about $300 to $500 in your pocket there, somewhere there. Times 3. So if it's 300 times 3, that gives you 900 plus 2,000. You're almost, now you look, you've got 3,000. in your pocket. Now the question is, people will say, okay, how much did that cost me to get started? 2,400. That created these 4 accounts. 600 there, 600 there, 600 there, 600. By the end of the day, you've invited 9 people. You have made 3,000, but you have already upgraded to level 7 and 8, which means that you are now eligible to receive more incomes. Now, these 9 people, now it's up to them what they decide to do. If they want to duplicate what you have done, we are going to teach them to duplicate that, which means this person, one of the 9, will also open their own 3 additional accounts. 9 times 3, which means 27 accounts are going to be opened there. Not 27 people you're inviting, 27 accounts are going to be opened there. What does it do? Because they're starting at level 6, this now moves to level 7. This one moves to level 8. Now your main account is on level 9. Now, they're also going to invite their own 9 people. 9 times 9, which means at this level, there are 81 people you are invited. So far, how many people have been invited? 9 and 81. These numbers, 3 and 27, are additional accounts for existing members. These 81 people, you teach them to duplicate what you have done. They are going to open 243 accounts. They are not recruiting 243 people. They are opening 243 accounts. If these accounts are on level 6, which means these 81 will move to level 7. These 27 will move to level 8. These 9 will move to level 9. Your 3 accounts will move to level 10. Your main account is now on level 11. You just need just one more layer and we are now in level 12. We are done. We don't need to upgrade anymore. All you are doing is now checking your account once a day. How much do I need to spend? It's all up to you. This is a very simple strategy. You can even start it from $10. But the key thing is that everyone, you are teaching them to duplicate what you. So what it means is that if I find somebody and say, okay, John, how much do you want to start with? If they say they want to start with $200, okay, I'll say let's create 4 accounts. And we divide that $200 into those 4 accounts. Then you teach them the strategy. That's what, wherever they're comfortable. If they want to start with 5,000, divide that 5,000 into 4 accounts, which means you're going to do it from that perspective. We are looking at, which means they're more or less starting with 1,200 per account. Whatever it is that they're comfortable with, then they employ the strategy. You're not looking at many people. In the structure that I've shown you, you bring 9 people and 81. Anything in between, these are people duplicating themselves one way or the other. So it doesn't matter where you start from, even if you're starting with $10. Duplicate that. 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there. You create a tsunami for yourself. Now, what you do next is now when you have created that, help your team, which means if this guy is struggling with one person, with that, you create that. So if, let's say, you're now supporting your team, it means this one managed to bring 2, you help him with the 3rd person, so that everyone is more or less duplicating what you're doing. Now, when you get to the top, you can now come back and push everyone up. Or if you want, you can start say, okay, I've reached level 12. Let me start another account, the 4th account. Then you start with 3 people as well. This becomes account number 4. From there, then you start with 3 people and duplicate that, because these guys here, probably this account now reach level 12 and the others below are level 12, because they've helped everyone in the team to achieve that. So you can, because with the Trust Wallet, you can manage to manage all these 5 accounts within the same app, basically. Hopefully it makes sense. So if this makes sense, and hopefully, but watch it over and over again until it makes sense. I know at times I talk very fast. I'm getting excited because it's happening. I've got people who are duplicating this right now, and they're seeing tons of results. Try it for yourself. You'll be amazed what results you're going to start getting. So just to end this recording, get back to the person that has invited you, and they will be able to show you how you can get started from where you are comfortable. And teach everyone to do the same. Even if someone wants to start with higher levels, allow them, but you catch up with them as soon as possible, because you get there. Hopefully it makes sense. And I'm just going to ask people for questions.